Now, after 5 years, one would expect that government is well and truly settled in and managing the economic affairs of the country. Now, of course, trying to meet him, there's the challenges economy one time country given law government law managing. But consistently, Mr. Speaker, Treasurer one time Prime Minister continuously blaming previous governments, especially my government, blaming Ukraine war, blaming COVID. Me look at this law reference, come up then law this budget book, yeah. But there's like kind of excuse must stop, Mr. Speaker. Treasurer's inability to manage the economic affairs should not be blamed on others. It should be squarely put on his own shoulders, Mr. Speaker. Today, Mr. Speaker, Mila Tokosem, you mean inheriting economy law 2019, planned it Tokosem. Now, just as recently, planning minister Tokosem, it was in a bad shape when they inherited it. Let me explain, Mr. Speaker. There's like trubla totok. Since 2002, after the Macquarie reforms and Asian financial crisis in 1997, to 2011, there was a positive economic growth under Somare government. I must give credit to that. That was largely due to very pleasant, good commodity prices, particularly oil prices were very high. So Somare was able to run a surplus budget for quite a while, Mr. Speaker. And the economy grew between an average of 4 to 5% over those years. Now, 2011 came, now 2012, we ran a deficit budget, Mr. Speaker, deliberately because plenty money only pakem no surplus for this time. Kind program, come up good, na plenty money got missing law between 2000 and 2011. So time you become lo government time, you no got money lo trust accounts, no got the money finish. So we had to run a deficit budget. And many of the senior ministers who are sitting on the other side of government know very well. But, deliberately only brush him this last side now. Blame me go yet. We all took a decision to run that, Mr. Speaker, and we ran a deficit budget for the first year, but on a sliding scale. No 2018, lo budget book 2, and reflecting lo table 1. In 2018, the budget deficit was 2.6%. Now, I'm pleased to see that the government is now reducing its budget deficit. That I must give credit to the government. That's a right approach. But we were supposed to have a balanced budget in 2019 and beyond. Unfortunately, the government came in and they lifted the budget deficit up back to quite a large number. I think it was over 6%. So, Mr. Speaker, in 2018, because of the collapse in particularly oil prices, our economy struggled. And the economy declined by 0.03% in 2018 alone. But from 2002 to 2017, there was a continuous positive growth in the economy. Those data are available at the Central Bank and the Treasury Office, Mr. Speaker. So it is time that the Treasurer stops this blame game and takes some responsibility of how he is managing the economy, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, in 2011, when we took over the government, the economy, the GDP was 40 billion kina. As recorded in Table 1, Mr. Speaker, in 2018 and 2019, when we left, it was 80 billion kina GDP, Mr. Speaker. Now we are heading to almost 122 billion kina in 2025. Now that's a substantial growth over all those years, Mr. Speaker. And it's not an economy that was struggling. Today, this government is enjoying high commodity prices, gold, copper, oil, LNG. As a result of that windfall, you are enjoying big budgets. Big budgets, but you are mismanaging that, Mr. Speaker. Unlike the times of Somare government when they were enjoying good oil prices, the surplus that was saved, they did not borrow any money, Mr. Speaker. Because there was no need, because the economy was growing, the economy was making money. Today we are making money, but we are still borrowing, Mr. Speaker. We are still borrowing. Why is that, Mr. Speaker? We are borrowing because we are spending too much. As much as what we are making, we are spending. And as a result, we need to go and borrow money from IMF and work with people who are suffocating our economy, Mr. Speaker. They're suffocating our economy. So this 13-year budget repair that the Treasurer continues to talk about, what is he repairing? The economic fundamentals are very sound. It is the abuse and the mismanagement of the expenditure that's causing us these problems, Mr. Speaker. And that's why we are forced to go and borrow money and pay very, very high interest costs, 3.5 billion kina next year. That's more than what is Mr. Speaker, more than what is we are investing in the social key sectors, health, education, and law and order, Mr. Speaker. I think, if the Prime Minister wants to make a reply during this reply, he can, but Mr. Speaker, I'm not going to have a argument with the Prime Minister when I've got a right to make a statement. Mr. Speaker, the only commercial borrowing we did was a 600 million kina bond. 600 billion is compared that to 37 billion kina that you have borrowed. 600 million. Stop arguing on something that you have incompetent memory about. So, Mr. Speaker, the budget talks about 4 pillars. 4 pillars, Mr. Speaker. The 4 pillars that the budget talks about is trying to take back PNG, and Prime Minister's own words, leave no child behind, Mr. Speaker. Those are the 4 pillars that the budget has been framed around. The first one it talks about is a strong economy. And the strong economic policy of the government is basically to say reducing inflation, improving living conditions, strengthening investor confidence, and making sure that the private sector continues to grow. That is the aim of that strong economic policy that the government is saying. That's one of the pillars. Now, let me say that inflation is still high, persistently high. Next year, they are predicting it will be 4.5%. That will affect everything. Many governments around the world are struggling to manage inflation. And that's a challenge that is there for the government, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, this government has got no plan to addressing inflation. They have forgotten to restore. They've criticized the central bank, which is tasked to manage inflation in many central banks and economies around the world. But today you have a treasurer, his advisor sitting on the board of the central bank, whilst at the same time advising Treasury. These two institutions are supposed to be independent of each other. And you have political cronies on the board. Some of them have got zero knowledge about the economy and the mechanics of running the economy. So, Mr. Speaker, we need to stop that. Mr. Speaker, talking about living conditions, they are far worse today than 5 years ago. Mr. Speaker, all you need to see is the rise of settlements all around the urban and cities throughout the country. Rise of settlements and urban youth and urban population, that's a clear indication that people are struggling to survive out there, Mr. Speaker. And when you talk about building a strong economy based on investor confidence, I can tell you investor confidence is zero. Low investor confidence. That's why you have had no foreign direct investment in the country. Mr. Speaker, no foreign direct investment, zero. It's nothing to be proud of, Mr. Prime Minister. Nothing to be proud of. Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, if the Prime Minister continues to interject and carry on because we are talking about his failings, he should take advice and take heed of it. the cancellation of Papua LNG. Papua LNG will never be developed the way you're carrying on. The agreement was signed and delivered. We should be in production today. Because of your incompetence, we have now not done anything. Incompetence. The Pogara deal. Pogara deal. Operating in your dreams, Mr. Speaker. Tell the Prime Minister, in your dreams. You see the problems up there. You should take full responsibility of that. The shutdown of the Pogara mine, an operating mine. Who in his right mind? Such a mine that is so crucial to the survival of the economy of the country, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, the private sector is not reinvesting. They are making money, but they are not reinvesting in it because they have no confidence in government's ability to honor their words and stability of the policy framework that they are developing. Because government will change in policy yet at win. So, Mr. Speaker, we have a situation where living conditions are down. People are not being paid fair for fair work. The minimum wages board has not set and deliberated since 2016, Mr. Speaker. Online bloeming some taking at 50 toya per hour yet. And you and I have the audacity to sit here and say that all is well, Mr. Speaker. I think, we need to take stock and why is it so difficult to have a minimum wages board convene, meet and make a decision? Mr. Speaker, there's a meeting below you, Governor, and we will go yet. So, Mr. Speaker, those side blows from the economy, it is not delivering to the policy frameworks that they are stating they should. Mr. Speaker, the other thing that private sector is concerned about a level playing field. Some tax concessions that have been ended out like some lolly blow piginini. Some of these people are not investing in new money into the country or bringing new